Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Going Guitar. Leroy Sanchez, I believe first time I hear Going Guitar, and it deserves it. What a great artist. We're gonna look into the song called Fallin here. So we have very dramatic scenes on the car junkyard here if you watch the music video. Anyway, this is an artistic song and it's, yeah, nice to play on guitar actually. So let's go and dissect this one. Let's go into the chords. So as you can see, we have the capo set here on the second fret, the absolute best scenario for us to handle the easiest chords and also get the notes and melodies right. So capo on second, let's look at the chords starting with the B minor. So B minor is a bar chord where you place the index finger here on the second fret and you have to push down all strings. You don't need to push down the last E string and bass, but the 5 strings below are necessary. And then you need to add 4th on D, 4th G, and 3rd B. Next chord is the D major 7. It's very easy to play that one. You're gonna have open D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and 2nd E. That means you can place a short little bar on the E, B, and G string. So very easy. D major 7 right there. Next chord is the G major 7, or a variation of it. So I play 3rd fret on E string. Then I'm using that finger, usually the mid finger, to mute next A string. I just lean my finger on top of the string, so it gets muted like that. And then you continue with open D, open G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. Next chord is the E minor 7. You play all strings open except from the the 2nd fret A string, of course. That one you need to hold. All other strings are open. Okay, so far we have 4 chords and we're gonna play an A chord as well. So that will be the last chord for us to handle, and that goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. So there you have the chords. Now let's start with the first verse, and we have a melody that goes and is based upon the B minor, D major, the G major, and the E minor. So the B minor first, like that. So you're gonna play 2nd fret A, 4th D, and 3rd B. Okay, so have a pause after that melody, and then comes the D major part. It goes open D, 2nd G, and 2nd B. Then comes the G part here. So that is to play 3rd fret on E string in the bass, the 3rd B, and 2nd fret on the E, the high E. And then finally we have the E minor part, and it goes so open E string in the bass, then open G, and 3rd B. For this first verse, you're going to play that melody for 2 rounds. So there you have it. Then comes the first pre-chorus at 30 seconds in. Guess I'll try some therapy. That's where we are in the lyric. Okay, so here you can either go with 1 down of the following chords: B minor, D major, A, and then forward I'm gonna explain how, but the first 3 chords you could play 1 down with a pause in between, or you can play a melody I'm gonna show you soon. But first the chords, so you have the big pause in between, like B minor, then D major, then A, and then comes the rest there. I will come to that soon, but you can play that part in just 1 down per chord, but you could also play melodies. So if you choose to go with the melody, you're gonna go and play the B minor part like this. So again, 2nd A, 4th D, and 3rd B, and a pause. Then comes the D major part. Again, the same there. The open D, 2nd G, and 2nd B. And then comes the A part that goes like that. It's the open A, 2nd D, and 2nd B. So far we handled the B minor, the D, and the A chord in 2 different ways. It's up to you. But then we have the finishing part, and that is based upon the E minor, the D, F chord, and G. We didn't went through the chords for those because it's basically just melodies. I just mentioned the chords behind it. So the E minor part goes just open strings. So you're gonna play open E string in the bass, then open D, and open G. Then the D F part goes. So that is 2nd fret E string in the bass, then open D, and 2nd G. And then comes the G part, and that goes 3rd on E in the bass, open D, and open B. So there is your first pre-chorus. You're going to play it once, just this one chord progression round. So just to summarize it, we had 2 versions of handling the B minor, the D major, and the A chord. And then you had the E minor, the D, F, and the G when it comes to the melody. And that is how the first pre-chorus ends. Now, into the first chorus, we're about 48 seconds in, 43 actually, I believe. Anyway, made it this far, that's where we are in the lyric. So, now you're gonna play a strumming pattern. I'm gonna show you how for one round, and it goes with B minor first, so like this. Okay, so it's a pretty long one, but we're gonna dissect it, and we're gonna start with the first part, which is down, up, down. So, then comes the mid part, that is down, up, down, up, up, down. And then we have the finishing part, and it's in the same way as the first part, down, up, down. So if you connect these 2 or 3 parts, we have down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. And that is one strumming. So a couple rounds of it goes. Okay, so we're gonna play 1 string around per chord, and we have the chord progression of B minor, the D major, the G major, and the E minor 7. And you're gonna play 2 chord progression rounds of that. So let's go for the 2. It sounds like this. Yeah, sorry I slipped on the G major chord there, but I think you understand. You have the 2 rounds there, and that is your first chorus. Now, into the second verse here, we're gonna play the same melody almost we learned in the first verse. Not really the same, but almost. So let's go into this again. We're gonna start with B minor. The notes are the same as in the first verse. So 2nd fret A, 4th D, and 3rd B. Now you're gonna play it with 4 rounds, so fast 4 rounds like this. Or you can play it with 1 strumming pattern, the same we just learned. So it's up to you, but I would go with the melody for 4 rounds. Next is the D major, and the same notes there as well. So the open D, 2nd G, and 2nd B for 4 rounds. Alright, then next chord is the G again, but not the same way as in the first verse. Now it sounds like this for 4 rounds. So that goes 3rd fret on E string in the bass, then open G, and 3rd B. So, and then we have the final E minor part, and that is played in the same way as the first verse. So that part goes open E, open G, and 3rd B. So that is how you handle the melody now. So you do that with 4 fast rounds after each other, or with 1 strumming per chord. You're gonna do it for just 1 chord progression round. Then comes the second pre-chorus, played exact same way as the first one. You had choices there to go either with the melody or just 1 down. We went through that, so over now to the second chorus. We just learned it, and it's played in exact same way for 2 rounds. After the second chorus comes a post-chorus part. You're going to continue the chorus play for just another round. So one extra round in the post-chorus part. Then comes pre-chorus number 3, played again in the same way as the previous pre-choruses there for one round. And then we have the final chorus left, played exactly in the same way as the previous choruses. No changes there for 2 rounds, and that's the end of it. So, Leroy Sanchez, Fallin, all right? What an action song, like very nice to play, and if you watch the music video, you understand it matches perfectly the sound with the video. So yeah, good choice to start playing guitar. Pretty easy chords, easy melodies as well. So if you're new to this, to play melodies with strumming, this could be one song to go for. So hope you enjoyed, guys. Until next time, play tuned.